Hello, beautiful people. It's your host, Jennifer Nicole, and I want to welcome you back to another episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a great week and weekend. And of course, I hope you're staying safe, sane, and sanitized. I am so excited for today's show. And I know I say that every week, but I'm like really, really excited for this one because we are going to be playing a game with three very dynamic women on the show today. And I want to completely let everything down. I'm going to let all the guards down. We're just going to have a good time. I have my drink with me. And these women are on a mission to completely elevate your game nights. And they are here to share this amazing game with you today. Okay. So on the show, I have Christian, Alexis, and Brandy with me to chat about their new amazing card game, Spill It. So let's all grab our beverages and get ready for a really good time. I want them to introduce themselves. Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time out to join me on the Genuine Life podcast today. It's awesome to have you.
Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to be here.
Yeah. And so I'm going to kind of let you take a round table here. Just go ahead and introduce yourselves, and we'll start with Alexis. Let us know who you are. Give us like a little fun fact, and let us know also what you're sipping on.
Okay, well, my name is Alexis. I am a part of the Spill It founding crew. Fun fact about me, I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A lot of people are not from there that travel outside, but I live in
That is
Charlotte
true.
now. So shout out to the Bucks because that is my home team and that is my favorite team.
Love
And
it.
I'm actually sipping the McBride sisters, the red blend that they have. So it's pretty good.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
It's black owned. It's by two, I think they're sisters, two black women, and they just got into like a ton of Trader Joe's and they just like started trending on Twitter because they got into Trader Joe's like I think maybe the first black woman wine to get into Trader Joe's.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, if you haven't checked it out, the Big Bride sisters.
Thank you. Because we're all about sipping on the show. So I appreciate the drop. And yeah, I have to try that out. Trader Joe's.
Yes.
Very cool. Okay. And Brandy, you're up.
Okay, hey everyone. My name is Brandy Pitts. I am also part of the founding crew. I guess that's why we're all here, huh? Um, yeah, I am originally from Georgia and currently I stay in DC. I love the city. And I am sipping on tequila because it's been a long week.
Oh, yes.
So
I
yeah, if
love
you
it.
yeah, a rough week at work will get you here. So yeah, work 1,000, Brandy zero, but here we are.
I love it. Well, thank you for being here as well. And, the person who kind of brought all this together, Christian, you're up next.
Yeah, so I'm Christian. I am one of the founding crew members of Spill It as well. I'm My story about where I'm from is a little, wonky. I'm from a little bit of everywhere, but born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. Now living in San Jose, California, where I also grew up. Crazy story with COVID. Um, but yeah, we're just really excited to be here, and Jen, you my girl. Like we here.
Oh, I appreciate that. And I just learned something new. I did not know you made a move. So congrats on your move.
Oh yeah, God would do it.
Yeah.
COVID 2020, you
Yeah.
know, I wanted to make this move and my plan was to, extend it out like maybe 2 or 3 years. But then, COVID happened and then it just kind of fell into my lap where I was able to go 100% remote with work. And so that
Yes.
is part of my self care as well. As for
Love
what
it.
I'm drinking, though, I have some Chardonnay with me. The brand is
Okay.
Menage a Trois. I don't know where it's from. I just got it from Safeway, but I like it. It's got a little punch to it.
So do you want to hear something crazy that's in my fridge right now?
Oh,
I just haven't tried it.
the gold one? Is it the gold one?
No, it's like okay, so hopefully it's the same brand. It's like it has a black label on it and red writing, but
Ooh,
that's the name of it.
yeah, I'm sipping on the gold label, but I love all of their
Oh,
wine. It's real good. All of them have
okay.
like this smoky, oaky thing to it, and it just
Love
like
that.
is
I
needed
love
after a long day.
Yeah. And so, first of all, ladies, I am so excited and kind of like what Christian alluded to, that is how I found out about this new launch of yours. And I want one of you, either one, whoever wants to take it, kind of talk to us a little bit about what is Spill It and how did the idea come about?
Well, Spill It honestly came from a I'll say a family tradition because we are family. We used to do these wine nights after a long day of classes, especially when we were in grad school. All of us went to Hampton University and graduated from the 5 year MBA program, not once, but twice. So,
Let them know.
gotta let
Okay,
them
can
know.
we just pause there, please? That is amazing.
Yeah, I
Y'all
mean,
better do
we
it.
kept each other sane through that entire program. And,
I bet.
with the wine nights, it was just like we would all come together, kind of talking about whatever happened throughout the day, whatever we saw on social media. We loved like looking up at Twitter and looking at like HBCU confessions, and then somebody would say something crazy, and it's like, well, what do y'all think about this? And of course, when you start drinking, a sober mind or a drug mind tells no tales. So you kind of just everybody just kind of gets into their authentic self, spilling their truth, just saying whatever that comes to mind, and just we really got to know each other. So we always like to say that Hampton brought us together, but our wine nights made us friends.
I love it.
And
I
I
love
think
it.
when we look back on like our favorite moments from school and what kind of solidified our friendships, it was those wine nights. So what we wanted to do as friends and as a brand is that we want to bring that same feeling of laughter, fun, just raw conversations, crazy debates, opinions to every friend group if we can, and set a great atmosphere for people to bond and get to know each other and speak their truth.
And you know what I think is so pivotal about this too is we're all in the house right now. So we're all
Right.
looking for different ways to connect and really find creative ways, right? I mean, because I think at one point during quarantine, I'm pretty sure people had played almost every game available out there, and so it's pretty cool to have something refreshing and new on the scene. And a little later on in the show, guys, I am actually going to be playing the game with these ladies. And fun fact, I have absolutely no idea what I'm getting into. I have not seen any of the cards that they'll be asking. So, yeah, I think the tea spillage is going to be messy.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm so
We ready.
excited. Like
Me too. And so okay, so what's really cool is okay, so we heard that you all went to Howard together. You've
Hampton,
graduated. Oh, I'm
Hampton.
sorry. Why did I hear Howard?
The
Okay.
devil
Yeah.
playing tricks on you. That's what it is.
Yeah, because that isn't that like a huge thing. Okay, we're gonna run that back. Apologies, ladies. So we all heard that you went to Hampton, but then you're all in three different cities now. And so how have you maintained your friendships and relationships outside of this game? Because that could be hard, right? I think quarantine really forced a lot of people to look at what their true friendships look like, how their relationships are going to survive this quarantine, especially when you're in separate cities. So, how have you all been able to maintain such a awesome bond and start a business?
Okay, I can speak on this one. Um, we are really friends in real life. So we like talk to each other quite often, just like funny stuff. So I think we have just in general kind of kept up with that. And I don't know if everybody remembers, but when B Simone hit her like $1 million in the savings account, we were just like, I could be making $1 million, like
Yeah,
that could be me. So
yeah.
I think that was the really big fuel, and it was literally like really late, and we were just all on the phone talking like, what can we do to make $1 million? Like, what can I do? So we're not going to sell any books, but we did come up with the card because like this is what we do all the time, and then after that, it kind of became like we've said something, let's keep that in mind and let's keep going. So
Yeah.
every Tuesday and Thursday, these ladies bother me and we talk and we get things done. So I guess just like keeping towards your goals and reminding each other that we did say something and we are going to like keep each other focused to get that done.
Yes,
and
yes. And
and
oh,
even
go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
and even with that, like since we kind of launched a business together, I think we also kept in perspective like we are friends first. Like we had a couple meetings where we're just like, you know what, let's actually just sit down and play our game. Like let's just talk. Like let's talk as
Mhm.
friends. Like who you dating, what you doing, where you go out this weekend, um, and let's just put the business aside and just focus on our friendship. So we've definitely had those moments too where we have to keep into perspective. Okay, we like each other first
Yeah, yeah.
before the business. Um, and keeping that in mind.
I love that. I was just jotting some things down, and I'm with you 10 million%. When B Simone showed that $1 million hit her account, it wasn't even so much the money for me, it was the hustle behind it. Like that
Hmm.
girl, I mean, she was
Hmm.
like going back to doing hair, selling stuff on Poshmark. I mean, it
Yeah.
was just like the hustle and the grind that
Yeah.
showed that it can be done. And you know who else did it for me? Mia Ray, the lady who has the glam tote bags.
Yes.
Yes.
I I don't know what it is about her story too, but I just connect with her as well. Like to watch her start off with this wallet in her mom's home to now warehouses full of bags and launches that are selling out in minutes. Like what you said is so pivotal. Like it can be done, right? Like we're seeing it done by people who aren't born with $1 million in their account. They are hustling, they're grinding, but they're doing something
Right.
that they're passionate about. Um, and something else that you said really stuck out to me too, and that was you all talked, but you held each other accountable. And I think that that's so important, especially now, while we're not physically together. That connection is so important, and really getting to know each other, because that foundation really shows, like just like what you said, we'd be on the phone and we're just like, you know what, before the business, let's tend to our friendship. Focusing on the friendship is just really going to help nail down those solid foundations for you to be able to do things like launch a business and be able to share in this exciting moment together.
Right. Right. And I think it aids to our trust too. Like we trust each other that like, okay, if I tell you something, you're gonna tell me how you really feel about it. I trust your opinions. I trust that you have, our best interest for me as a person and for like our business too. So keeping that like friendship strong foundation is crucial.
I am
Yeah, and
so
we know
loving
each
it.
other. Like we know our cues. Like we'll be on a meeting sometimes. And sometimes it's been a long day. Somebody tried it at work. You had to get really politically correct, and so we've been on these calls, and it's like, okay, and now I'm about to talk to my friends, but we're not really talking about friend talk. We're supposed to be talking about business, and so
Hmm.
like sometimes like all of us would be in our moods. Like for me, it's like when I've tuned out when it's like y'all are talking and then somebody says, "Christian, what you think about that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't hear anything that you said," but like for me, it's just like that's me. And then like for each one of us, it's kind of like so we hold each other accountable. It'd be like, "No, Christian, what did I just say?" And it's like, "Okay,
Hmm.
honestly, I wasn't listening. So can you run that back?" And I'll put some more effort into it. And it's just like the way that we just feed off of each other, and how even just in those moments, like them holding me accountable on those moments is like I lost my train of thought. Never mind. Give me 3 seconds. It's the Chardonnay, y'all.
It's
I'm
just
telling you,
Renee.
Listen, let me go pop that bottle open right now if that's
it
what
is
it's
the
doing.
Chardonnay.
Oh, that's
But you were
funny.
going
Cause
there.
you was on one. Cause you
You
was
was
finna
on
get
I
there,
one.
and I
You know
was
what? I was
listening.
about to get there. I was about to round the corner, and then you know what? I slipped and fell, and that's all good.
I
We saw it go down too.
Oh my god, that is so great. Oh, you guys, this is great. Okay, so I
That
have
was
a question.
good.
Who came up with the questions themselves? Like, are these things that you all actually have asked each other before? Like, who came up with what level? Because well, I'll let you explain that, but I know, guys, there are different levels to the cards too. So why don't we talk a little bit about how to play the game and who came up with the questions?
Brandy, I think you should do this one.
Oh gosh, I knew you were gonna say that. Okay. Okay, questions. Who came with the questions? It is a group effort. And we aggravate our friends all the time about stuff. But like I said before, like we are really friends. So it's like we have pushed the limit between our conversations so many times that now it's easy for us to do. Or so like just like for wine night, we would ask very personal things. And when we like play the questions later on, you'd be like, I can't believe you just said that out loud. But it's like, it's things that will just really get the conversation going. So each week we throw in questions. We test questions on friends. We listen to conversations. We, like we rant in the beginning of calls about things that are going on. So they're kind of
Mhm.
like a group combination of a little bit of everything. And
Wow.
as far as the levels, the questions really the wine glasses on there, if you participate with the wine glasses, like each there's three levels. So the first wine glass, maybe take like one sip before you answer the question. The second one, there's two. The second level, maybe take two sips before you answer the question, and then so on with the third one. Um, the strategy to the wine glasses is not necessarily that the questions are harder. It's more so that it's funner and your answer is going to be a little more blunt with these questions because you have been sipping. So it's just fun to see the progression of like your answers throughout the game.
Oh, I love this so much. And it has to be a fun time. It has to be. And I'm sure you're getting to know people on a whole nother level as well, like things you may not have even known before are coming out, which is interesting
Yeah,
too.
Absolutely.
Right.
definitely.
Definitely.
And we always
I know
say
we have.
like
Oh, go ahead, Lex.
I was gonna say, like, we always say, like, you never settle for an answer without the story behind it. Like, it's meant for you to get to know, like, your friends on a new level. And it's just like, wow, you like that? Well, why? What made you, what happened in your past? Let us know. Like, we want you to dig in. Like, these are starter questions. These are starter questions that we've already had personally between our friend group and our extended friends, lengthy hour-long conversations about. So we know it could go there.
This is I'm getting so excited and nervous, but more excited now. Okay, so this is kind of going a little off the path here, but it is a question that I like to ask everybody on the show, and I'd love for each of you to take a second and tell us what an ideal self-care Sunday looks like for you. And I ask this question because I think it's important for people to hear that self-care Sunday doesn't always look like a bubble bath and a candle and, ginger tea. It's different for everyone, and I think it's important for people to hear that there are different ways that you can take care of yourself and it still be considered self-care. So, share with us what an ideal self-care Sunday looks like for you.
Well, I say for me, and I recently started my self-care journey of like actively pursuing healthy ways of doing self-care because back in
Mhm.
college, self-care was taking shots.
Yeah.
And and in hindsight, that's probably not self-care. But so I kind of started by going through what are some of the things that I was good at when I was a child that I used to do that I don't do anymore.
Mm.
And one of the things that I used to love to do was paint and draw. Like I would do it all the time. So, I was sitting at home, I was bored, I had watched everything on Hulu and Netflix at this point, and I was just like, you know what? I'm like not really giving to myself. I'm more like I'm draining my energy. And so I decided to put something into myself. So I ran up to Michael's, got me like $5 canvases, a $5 thing of paint, and like just some cheap paint brushes, and I sat down and painted. And so now, I kind of will start a project, start on a painting like once a week, and
Oh
then just
wow.
like, if whenever I get the urge, I'll get up there and I'll paint. But I always try to make sure that I paint something on Sunday. So I get my wine. I'll have Disney Plus on. Like last week, I was watching The
Yes.
Girls 2 while I was painting, singing strut while I'm painting, and I made some beautiful artwork. So I would just say, like for me, it's like going back to the things that I used to love to do that I don't normally necessarily do in my everyday life with work and just everything in
I
general.
love that because I think a lot of times life really takes us away from those small things that used to bring us so much joy, you know? And I love to hear because you used to paint for us in the office with the post-its
I
on
sure
the
did. I had a wall of sticky notes every single time I would get bored and I could not talk to nobody. I was tired. I was tired of sourcing all day. I would just
Mhm.
start painting. And at work in particular, it was different because I was always painting like food with faces, like little
Yep.
anime faces and stuff. And so I just had them like just plastered onto the wall next to my little desk. And it just brightened up my day.
I love it. I love it. Brandy, what about you?
Um, let's see. Self-care Sunday, I think for me is kind of like removing myself. So I try to like put my phone down. I like to sleep in late. I like to wrap myself in the blanket and just sit there, like watch TV. I don't watch a lot of TV during the week just because it's hard to focus with work. So this is my time to like kind of catch up, decompress, and then later in the day, I like to kind of make a to-do list for Monday. So I'm kind of like ready. But I really take Sundays to just like decompress, sit down. I like to do dinner if I can. Like if I talk myself into cooking, that's good. And then like me and my roommate usually like to sit with each other on Sundays and just like talk through our weeks and just what we expect for the next week to come up. So just like local chit chat with friends is about I think about what I do for my self care Sunday.
What about you, Alexis?
Okay, so my self-care Sunday, I like a good face routine. So I like using my face
Oh.
wash with my little swirly thing. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that just vibrate on your face.
Oh, yep.
I don't know what they're called, but I love it. Like I really love it. That's important. And having a good morning routine too. Like mornings are very, very important to me. How I wake up, how my mind is set,
Mm,
the music I listen to. I always start my day with listening to music. Always. I always try to do gospel first because just to get my spirits up in the right, you know, in my mind
yep.
right. But I like good music in the mornings. I like to light candles. As soon as I get up, I open my blinds and I go wash my face, brush my teeth, and just kind of debrief, leave my phone alone. And then I also like, I enjoy having nice, intimate conversations with my friends. So, like, having friends over just for like hookah, wine, just chill, talk, ask questions, obviously play the game, and just have like those conversations that kind of just make our friendship like more intimate and just learn about people. I like stuff like that. I like people being in my presence and knowing they're having a good time, knowing that they're
Mm,
comfortable and they're free. Like that makes me feel good. Especially if like you're a friend of mine, like okay, you can come over, you had a good time, you laughed, we had a good conversation, you thought about something different, like that brings me joy and kind of like okay, I'm doing good as a person, like you know that kind of refuels me. So it's a little bit of like taking care of myself, making sure that I wake up in my right mind and I have that
mhm.
going, but also being able to give to others too and making people feel comfortable in my space wherever I am.
Yeah, and that's vital too. Starting your day off the right way
Yes,
literally directs. It could really, navigate how the rest of the day goes,
it
how it
does.
starts. That's so good. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. It's
It's
now
about
that
that
time.
time.
It's that time.
I'm excited.
I you can't see obviously, but when I tell you my palms literally are sweating. I don't know why I'm so scared.
Don't worry, you won't bite. We promise.
Okay, okay. Everybody finish their glass and get a new
Okay.
glass
Okay.
so we can be ready to play. So finish that
Okay.
cup.
Let me pour it up. I really wish you could see my palms. Okay.
I love whoever has this loud pour going on. That's so good.
That was me on purpose, so y'all know I'm ready. I'm ready.
I love it. Okay, so I'm ready to go. So you just tell me what I need to do, if anything at all. And
So there's
Yes.
only three things that you need to do.
Okay.
You need to speak your truth,
Okay.
ignite
Mm,
conversation, and play
mm,
at your own risk. That's
that's
it.
good.
Oh,
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
all.
okay. I could do that.
Should we read the objective?
Let's go for
Yes.
it. Let's give the whole experience.
Okay. Pitch, you want me to read it or you want to read it?
No, go ahead. Bless the people with the ejective.
Okay. So every good game comes with game instructions, and we have provided that for you here at Spill It Card Game. The objective of the game, the goal is to share your unfiltered truth. So we encourage everyone to push the conversation past our starter questions and any basic answers. We're not doing those. Challenge your friends' responses, relate topics to similar and current events, and let it snowball from there.
Ooh.
That's the objective of the game. So how we spill it. Each person should be responding to the cards. Remember, the goal is to get to know the unfiltered truth about your friends. So, Brandy's going to read a card. We all have to respond to it and follow her instructions with the card. And we're
Okay.
creating an open, honest, unfiltered environment for you to be you, which is why we recommend this game to be played with an alcoholic beverage in mind. We might
Hmm.
have to cut that part because my tongue got tied. We got to redo that. So 1, 2, 3.
I actually like it. So I was gonna say.
We recommend this game to be played over an alcoholic beverage of your choice. We like wine, but tequila is just as good.
Mm,
Regardless, we want you to play with your drink in hand, your mind's open, your spirit open, and ready to spill your truth, but not your glass.
Wow. And of course, everyone, they have this written on their website. Please do not do this. I mean, play the game, but if you are under 21, please grab some apple juice, cranberry juice, or some kind of non-alcoholic beverage if you're under 21. Okay, you still want to be safe out here. They're not trying to tell you to do anything you're not supposed to be doing. Okay, that's not what this is. I just have to put that
Absolutely.
out.
yes, tell the
Absolutely.
people.
You know. All right, she's ready.
Okay, we will start off on a yellow one. Is everybody ready?
We're ready.
Yes.
All right. All right. Everyone has that one weird YouTube search. What's yours?
How many sips is this?
This is one. We will start off with one sip.
Okay. Okay. So mine is. Can I share two?
Yeah, no, be my guest. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll ask the question and each of us will respond.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah,
So my top one is clean with me videos. I like watching people clean their house.
I have not
Um,
seen that.
it
Wow.
is very
So
strange, obviously,
fascinating.
because it's not the first thing you think of. I didn't even think people did it, but they do, and it is the most fascinating thing to watch, and it always motivates me to get up and clean. But then like kind of weird one is there are like girls that document being strippers on YouTube. And like it's
Yep.
not anything that I would ever do, but I just like to see what they pack in their bags and like how much they make in a night.
I
And
love it.
so I like to watch the day in the life of strippers on YouTube.
You know
Did you
what?
watch P Valley then?
I did. Love the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Love it. Like I don't know why I'm so fascinated by that life, but I think it's just so like it takes a whole nother level of confidence, first of all, to
It's
do
the
it.
confidence for me.
It
Yeah.
is. It's just
Absolutely.
something. And I can't twerk, so I like to like I'm fascinated by how somebody can twerk that long and that hard. So I just watch them on YouTube.
You know what? You can do anything you set your mind to. You can twerk. Let me tell you. It's just a little dedication, a little mirror action, a little loose shorts.
And
At
just go
least
for it.
at that.
Oh my god, that's so great. Yeah, so those are my two like kind of weird YouTube searches.
Those are good. I haven't heard those before.
Yes. If you ever need motivation to clean, do a clean with me
Okay,
for sure.
deal.
Yeah.
Okay, my weird one is like the LOL, the dandruff scratching videos. They're so
The who?
relaxing. Like
What?
Y'all know like people have like dandruff in their hair and it'd be like big flakes and you like,
What? Oh
yeah,
my god.
it is so like, oh my gosh, you cannot stop watching them.
So
And they
you
would just,
Okay.
yeah, they'd be like scratching their hair and it'd be like the sore, like the dandruff coming up, but it'd be like in one big pile and you'd be like, oh my gosh, it's so big. Like it's
Okay, I
good.
need to go watch that. I've
but
never
wait,
heard of that.
so do you just get in the mood to watch people scratch dandruff? Like, I don't.
Like, honestly, so me and my mom and my aunt do it so much. Like now we send each other videos and we look up YouTube, it just pops up. So
This
it's
is
just
a
now every
family
time.
thing.
Yeah, like they have like like people make good money off of it. They have channels, they pop in, they do lives. Yeah, it's a good business.
Oh, I
It's a
know you
whole
lying.
thing.
Oh no.
It's amazing.
They're good. They be like just scratching.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
Okay,
know if
I
I
just
ever
wrote
got
that
y'all to
down.
scratch as a child, but it's watching that pleasure on camera is very beautiful.
And it's pleasure to you.
Yeah,
Pleasure.
it's like,
Okay,
oh my
wait,
god.
wait. Let me ask you this though. Is it similar to watching like My 600 Pound Life? Because that one I can see.
It's a different type of energy. Like I don't even think
Mm,
I can compare the two.
It
But
seems like
mm.
it's
kinda.
almost like pimple popping videos in a
Yes,
weird way.
yes, like that.
Interesting. Yeah, because I've been watching people pull black, like ungrown, ingrown hairs out lately.
Whew.
Oh, the
I don't know
vagina ones
why.
are good. Have you guys watched
They.
those?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Ugh.
those are good.
Yeah, I just wrote that down. I'm definitely gonna check that out on YouTube. This is
What?
so good.
Okay, mine is not
Oh.
that extreme though. I don't think. I guess it's not weird, but I like to watch like the dance choreo videos and do routines in my house.
You're so
Oh,
basic.
Yeah.
okay.
But like I actually like be trying to do what they do. So like I'll move my furniture, like I'll slow it down and and try to do a dance routine
Oh, I
by
love
myself.
that. Okay, so you're not like, are you a dancer, or you just enjoy like trying to do the moves?
I mean, I wouldn't say I think I'm coordinated and I have
She is
rhythm,
trying.
but I
Okay.
wouldn't say dancer per se. I don't I wouldn't go that far, but can I clap on beat? Yeah, sure. Can I stomp on beat? Of course. Can I follow a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I could do that. So I just try to test my limits.
I am so here for this. I am so here for this. Oh my gosh. Okay. All
Christian.
right. That was good.
So my weird YouTube search is I like watching people build things on YouTube. But like there's this one channel where like this guy, I don't know where he is in the world, but like he just goes out into the jungle and he builds like pools and like houses out of just like dirt and clay, and like he makes everything from scratch. And so I will sit there and I'll watch him build a house, and like it's like time lapse for like he'll be working on something for like a month, and so he'll have the whole thing time lapse and like collapse into like 40-minute videos, and I will sit there and I will watch every 40 minutes of it. Like it's
What?
just so fascinating to me.
That's
Okay, that's
cool.
a new one too. It is.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one.
Yeah,
I
but
can
like
see that though.
yeah, I watch a lot of home improvement channel anyway, so just watching people make like stuff from like out of anything, like I love like them flip your houses and stuff like that, but like this was just a whole nother level. So I will sit there and I will watch the whole video over and over and over again.
I'm so here for this.
Christian, have
I
you
Okay.
seen
like
those like
that.
shipping container home ones? I love those.
Yes.
Those are
That is
so
my
good.
show.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like those too.
I'm gonna get a
Oh
tiny
my
house in
god.
my backyard.
Yes.
Facts.
Or Christian, did you used to watch it used to come on HGTV. It was like My First Flip.
Yep.
Oh man, it was so funny. It was so fun. It was so good though.
I
I
like the
just
one
knew
with
I
the
was
black
gonna be
lady
that.
though. It was called Flipping Virgins. And
Yep,
like
Oh
the
that's
black
a
yeah.
good
lady would
one.
come in and like tell them like, okay, so we bought this house. And you know, when you flip a house, you buy the house as is. So like she tells the people, you just so you know, there's probably gonna be a whole lot of problems with this house before you go in there. So just
Mhm.
know that that little safety net that we built into the budget, we going past that. Like I'm letting you know that right now. And they be like, "Oh no, it's fine." And then you watch all these people get all uptight and out of shape when they realize they
Yep.
got to pay in the walls. Like they didn't just buy a house that was condemned. So
Correct. That used to be my show too. I love that one. Okay, this wasn't so bad.
That's level one.
Yeah, okay. Woo, okay, let me take my second tip.
Okay, are we ready for another level one? Are we ready to go two?
Let's take it up to two.
Okay. Oh, I
No
like this.
shoot.
Okay, let me see. Okay, this is a good one. Are we ready to take their two sips?
Yes.
Okay, good. How do you see yourself obtaining financial freedom?
Oh. So for me, I am if I could just yeah, I was gonna say, oh, look at me. I was supposed to say if I could just spill it, but that's what I'm about to do. So I and it might sound crazy to others, but to me, I've always seen my like doing this exactly what I'm doing right now. I just see myself as like a full time podcaster, traveling, doing live shows, doing one on one consultations with women specifically, to kind of help them fight through things that I've been through as well. Like, just that depression, anxiety, low self esteem, attached in a relationship that you're not supposed to be in, and giving them the encouragement to know that it's scary, but you can break away and have a beautiful, refreshing, genuine life. And I've always, always, always wanted to own a brick and mortar, a little coffee shop with really cool bohemian like pillows on the floor that sold really good coffee and pastries. And
That's
yeah,
so
so,
I can
cute.
see that now. And then you'd have to have a whole lot of plants in there too.
yeah, right. Oh, it would be such a vibe. And then like every Friday night, it would be open mic, and the lights would be dim with candles. Like when I can see it, the candles would be in there, and it'll be really dim, and people will just kind of come in and do spoken word or sing, and it would just have like live music, preferably like a jazzy kind of vibe, where people could just come and hang out and chill, like that neighborhood kind of coffee shop.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's how. But right now, I'm doing like affiliate marketing and trying to sell like an ebook and services and building courses. So, kind of developing multiple streams of income that can kind of fund my ultimate dream.
I like that.
Thanks.
I really like that. I want to do that too. And I want to move to New Orleans and do the
That bed
same
and
thing you
breakfast.
do. Bed and breakfast in New Orleans. And I want to sit on the balcony with my old friends
Oh,
and my
yes.
old little shirts and stuff. You know, the Hawaiian ones that old people be wearing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And sip my coffee and look at the people on Bourbon Street, just go all crazy and gossip with my friends and look at these people run around, these young kids. We're going to call them young kids then.
Yep.
And well, Rob, I'm with you, girl.
That's how I want it. And I believe it. I know it can happen. But that's how I see obtaining my financial freedom. I'm proud to be a corporate dropout. I couldn't do it anymore, and I don't
Girl, I'm
regret it.
trying to get there.
Yeah,
Trying
I
to get
can't do
there.
it.
That is my financial freedom. I am trying to get
Mhm. It's
that
tough.
is the day that I quit my corporate job is the day that she knows she made it.
Yes.
She is where she wants to be. She has obtained financial freedom, and she is the one who is signing her own checks.
I love it.
Is that's that.
Yep. That's the goal. That is the goal. I like that question.
Yeah, I like that one too. I don't think I have like a path to get there. Like I definitely think I'm gonna need several streams of income to get there. But I think the point where I know I'm there is like when I could just afford to bring everyone that's around me to the level of success that I'm at. Like if I can put people in positions to make money or share my success and my wealth with other people, like go on family trips and pay for everybody. Nobody has to worry about nothing. Like when I get married, I don't want my bridesmaids to pay for nothing. Like and they all gonna be in red bottoms because I want to take some really nice
And an
pictures
open bar at the reception
and a,
too.
and an open bar like that's an open bar. I don't want people to pay for anything. Like if you're coming to celebrate or be around me, like I want you to feel comfortable. Like I don't want you to worry about money. I don't want you to worry about nothing. I think that's when I'll know like okay, I'm good. Like I've reached a level of freedom that a lot of people cannot or do not reach and obtain. Like when I could take all my family on vacation, or if I have a destination wedding, I can fly all 200 of my guests out if I wanted 200 guests. Like
Yes, that's a
that's
whole nother level.
a whole nother level, and it can
Yes,
be done because it has
you
been
sure
done
can.
before. So I mean, if one person could do it, I feel like I could do it. So that's
Absolutely.
that's what I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What y'all said.
So I feel
I'm
like
down
that's
for all of
ultimately
that.
what everybody wants, like, I don't think and that's one thing that I love too is just in my quest of trying to find different ways to make money and create these different streams, like, you go on YouTube and there are so many people making money in ways that I had never even known existed, like affiliate marketing, but, like, on a whole nother level, and there's so much money out here being made,
Mhm.
and there's enough for everybody to get it, and that's just I can't let that thought go. Like I want every last bit of what's owed to me and what I'm supposed to get out of life. I want it all.
Yeah, same. I feel like there's no reason I can't have it. All
Hmm.
right, that was good, guys.
It was.
Two sips. Everybody ready?
Hmm.
Body count disclosure. Does the number matter?
If
For
the number
oh,
matters to them,
um
then the number matters to me.
you said it doesn't matter to you?
I said if the number matters to them, then the number matters to me. So if you bring it up
Mm,
and you get all bent out of shape, then I want to know what your body count is, and I'm gonna make us think about it because you brought it up in the first place.
I think that's very interesting. It never mattered to me, but I am with like I and it's not something that I would ask or want to discuss either.
I want to know about like important bodies. Like if I'm gonna see the body come up, like consistency, like let me know. Like or like if we're gonna go on vacation. Y'all remember that movie and it was like on vacation, everybody was just like, hey, hey, hey. And she was like, well, who didn't you fuck? Like
Okay, now that is a good point. Like if I have a then yeah, okay, let me take a step back here. If we're like in the same town and all your exes and everybody live here and there's a chance that I can be I guess for me I'm pretty private too. So it's going to be important for whoever I'm with. Like I don't need to know anybody else's business and they don't need to know mine. So if I am out at a Whole Foods or a grocery store, I don't need anybody like, "Oh, I guess she's the new one." That's embarrassing to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I would expect that whoever I'm messing with or dealing with has done a very good job keeping their privacy on lock. You could
Mhm.
be
Make sure
out
everybody
here in
knows.
these streets and nobody has to know. And so you could live your whole life as a hoe and then just be and that's male or female, by the way. And nobody has to know. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to my answer. No, it does not matter to me as long as it's
Okay.
not in my face.
Okay, okay. But with that being said, to your point, do you feel like you need to know their past? Like maybe not a number, but like do you feel like you need to know like if you were a little promiscuous in the past or you were like around town? Because you would have to ask those type of questions. Like you would probably have to know like, okay, how many people have you slept with or like what what you used to do so you're not in Trader Joe's looking a mess or looking crazy because everybody just like, oh, that's the yeah, he used to get down in his past and not well, she crazy, she a fool. I would not be with him. Like
Oh,
is that a conversation you need to have with your mate?
I don't know. You know why I'm so torn about that? Because I do feel like people can change depending on who they're with, right? Like if they're with the right person, they can really become elevated. And in a sense, their past may not have anything to do or affect our relationship. Um, and I would hate to know something that I would carry into this new, I don't want to say life, but this new relationship. Like I feel like it's a fresh start when you meet someone. I do want to be aware, like, I mean, I probably should have known this years ago, but someone that I was with was with men. And so I didn't ask enough questions then.
Ooh,
And
that's good.
Oh, that's a
yeah,
whole different ball game.
it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Y'all gonna have to come back on the podcast for that one.
Yeah,
But
that's a whole nother story. We'll
Yeah.
save that for next
um,
time.
but at the time, in hindsight is 2020, there's a lot of questions that I could have asked then. So I feel like it just depends, right? Like I surely don't want to know a number, but to your point, I think if it's something like that, yeah, I absolutely need to know. But like if you just back in, 4 or 5 years ago, you had a moment where you were having a whole bunch of one night stands, now we're going to have to discuss getting tested and getting checked and being safe, if the relationship is intimate. But outside of that, I don't think I would want to know. I'd just start fresh.
Have you guys seen that episode in Girlfriends where Jones' boo that she was dating was a sex addict and the whole body count conversation kind of came up? Because,
Yes.
like
Yes.
for him, it's like, okay, well, how many bodies did you have? And he said, I don't know, maybe like, I think he said like 300 or something like
He
that.
did.
Yeah.
So let's say you do have that body count conversation and the number comes out. What number is too many? Like, okay, I
Oh.
didn't need to know that.
Mm, I think every number is too high.
Every number
Oh.
that's not me is too much.
um eh, eh, I don't
Uh,
God. And I'm gonna have to throw this question out there too, because it's sad to say this, but my expectation is that we're gonna be talking double digits, maybe triple, hopefully not triple.
I'm
But
saying
for
triple.
the guy, I think I almost would brace myself for a high number. Um, and I don't know, because 300 is too much to me. Like at that point, you just loose. Like I think you need help at that point. It's not that much. It's just not that much out here. Or it's like you have no standards, in my opinion. 300, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just
at
letting that
300,
thing
you
out.
have to have come across something at some point in time.
Yeah,
So,
because then I'm questioning even if you want to be serious, right? Like, yeah. So I'm gonna say for me personally, I think my eyebrow. I'm not judgy. I'm not gonna judge anyone, but
No,
my
you
eyebrow.
judging. It's okay.
Oh no, my eyebrow is gonna get a little raised if we start hitting into the double digits.
Double digits?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's take this for example. This person is, let's just say they start having sex at 18, right? Um,
That's too late.
and that's honestly too late. But we're gonna take 18 because they an adult, right? So you
Yeah.
meet them at 30. So you're telling
Yeah.
me that this person, if they slept with one person a year, it'll be like less than a little bit more than like 15 people, and
Mm-hmm.
that's not realistic. So let's just say like step with two people per year, that's 30 off rip.
Oh
Two people
God.
per year, and that's not realistic. So we really got times that by like 6 or 7. So
Oh,
like
that's
double
a
digits,
God.
I feel like it's very easy, especially depending on how old you are. And like, let's not say this person was like popular in high school or college or whatever have you, or even just as an adult. I feel like it's very common to say like 100 people by like your 30s.
yeah, because six
What?
times 15 is 90.
Ooh,
There,
child.
boom. As a guy though, as a guy. But do y'all feel
Yeah.
like it's double standards with us?
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
I believe in double standards.
Yeah.
yeah, no, there are double standards for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is kind of backtracking, but so like with us like creating the standard that a lot of men like are actively having sex per se, like like
Yeah.
do you require your partner to get tested before sexual intercourse with or without the condom?
Mm.
In theory, yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't want to say no on the air, but
I think I think you have to look at that a couple of ways, right? Like, you have some people who are totally fine with one night stands, and there's really no time to discuss that part if that's
Yeah,
what they
fair.
you know? So in that regard, you just hope that they're being safe. But I think if you're entering into a very serious relationship and you want to start being intimate without protection, absolutely.
Yeah,
But I think
especially
that
in today's
absolutely,
age, because now it's
absolutely.
like you're already having to ask somebody to take a COVID test. You might as well get
Yeah,
an
yeah.
STD test while you at it.
Just do it
What?
all.
Wait.
What?
What?
Why you get a little swab up your nose? The other one.
You meet somebody out this weekend, you be like, yeah, since you go ahead and get COVID tested. What? That don't.
I mean, let's say somebody's been exposed to COVID. You need to go get a test. You might as well, okay, well, since you get tested today, go up to wherever you need to go to in addition to that, run a couple errands,
Oh my
go get
god.
that test done too.
That's
Just knock
fair.
it all out.
They
I
want
feel
their.
like okay, but I feel like people give head though without
That's what I was
asking for
thinking.
STDs and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Your mouth
Like
got that too. This is a disclaimer. They need to add us to the health channel.
right, and guys are so quick to put on condoms, but don't like condoms for head. So I'm
Yeah.
just a
Put the
little.
rubber in your mouth. That's disgusting.
But see, why you want head from me? Like you don't even want to like have sex with me raw, but you want me to give you head? Like
Yeah, crazy. Your mouth got it. All of that carry.
so then they should be like asking for like okay, so either we strap up when you giving head to, or
This is so funny.
or
My cheeks are hurting
we
right
just
now.
like but this is why like I can't give head to everybody either. Like I think about stuff like this. Like it's easier to be like, okay, we just having sex, whatever. Like we can strap up. But like you want head and stuff, like are you tested? I don't really even like you like that for real. Like
Take over.
I need to like know your bathing schedule because they be whipping that thing out and putting it back.
that's true.
Bathing schedule.
Nope.
That is
That's true.
important information though. Yeah, I agree.
So no.
Ooh, y'all.
Okay, that was good.
It was very good. Okay, we do have time for one more, so make it a good one.
Okay, this is good. Okay, so this is one we have like a wild card. So this will be really quick, and then we'll end with one question.
Oh my god. Okay, let me sip.
All right. So this wild card is sip if it applies. So if this applies to you, go ahead and take another sip for us. My favorite positions are back shots. I'm gonna have to agree with this one.
Oh my
Mm,
god.
go ahead. Everybody take a
Yeah,
sip.
yeah, yeah. All right. I would seriously consider having a sugar daddy slash mama. Oh yeah. Put me in,
Oh,
coach.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take a sip
I'll
on that one.
pass.
Oh,
Wait,
you
really?
tripping.
Not a sugar daddy,
Yeah, no,
but
I kind of had it.
talking about a real one.
I just it's just a lot of maintenance.
No, I need a
Okay.
low maintenance one that, knows when I want to be bothered, always is sending me money, and then like they don't even really want nothing from me. They just want a picture every now and then.
I know
Just
they
some
got
I just
websites.
conversation and dinner. That's what I if you want to just go out to eat and talk and then,
Take me
hit up the
shopping.
Venmo every now and then. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I could do that, but I can't do nothing else.
Okay, last but not least, if it was legal, I'd be trapping.
Oh, baby,
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
it's illegal,
Where's the
and
scale? Yeah. Like,
and if times is rough, I will tip my hand right in that pot.
oh my god.
Absolutely.
This is so good.
Okay, here we go. I know we kind of got off this. We were just kind of on this topic, but not really. So let's round it on. All right, this is sips. Excuse me.
Oh,
All
child. Okay.
right, let me take a deep
All right,
breath.
this is
Me
three
too.
sips. Spill it. Faking orgasms. Is it okay to fake it sometimes or absolutely not? That is earned.
Oh.
You said
Oh,
three sips,
Jesus.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is it okay to fake it sometimes or just absolutely not
That is earned.
Huh. The faking is earned or the actual orgasm is earned?
The orgasm.
Ah.
So you faked it before. This is what this huffing and puffing is about, huh? That's what you trying to tell the people, Jen? That's what you want to tell the people?
No, you know, I feel like you have to do what you have to do sometimes.
Oh, no, she did it.
It just needs to come to an end, you know? So I think that's why it's just like I'm kind of huffing and puffing because I just, I get hot sometimes and I'm just over it, you know? Yeah, so I'm gonna go with it's okay to fake.
I used to feel that way. I think now I'm really over it. Like I'm almost as bad as like the boys. Like send me a picture, let me know how big it is from coming over. Like
You do a pre-screen?
I just don't want to like I don't want to get there and be disappointed because they already be kind of like hit or miss most of the time. So there's no need to waste both of our time.
Oh my god.
It's the motion in the ocean. It's not the size of the boat though.
I gotta disagree because that's what they say.
No,
But
yeah.
But you can have a tool and don't know how to use it.
well, that too. But I'd
Okay,
rather
but
have that tool than none at all.
That's true. I'll agree with that one.
yeah, no,
'Cause
I'm with you, Brandy. At one point, I used to say, you know what? Every now and then is okay. Some a little white lies never hurt nobody. But no, you're only hurting yourself if you're not telling the only
That's it,
person who
girl.
is losing out. Somebody else is over here thinking that they did something. They just did. And the entire time, and then on top of that, like let's just say they somebody who likes to spill their own tea, and so they go and carry bones back and forth. Now they got everybody thinking that you enjoyed it and you had a good time. Meanwhile, you're trying to figure out how you're gonna ghost them next. So
That's
you might
true.
as well just be honest, because you about to
Oh
start with
man.
problems for yourself by even just that little white lie. Like, okay, it wasn't even that good in the first place. You
So do you say that though?
I am not in
know?
the
Nope.
game of
No, you
hurting
don't.
feelings. I don't be hurting nobody's feelings.
Okay.
I don't think no I don't think women are really bad with being honest about sex. I don't think no girl is really honest about her experience during sex. Like even
Mhm.
during sex, like I think we over exaggerate for obvious reasons. We got to give them confidence to keep going. But
Mhm.
it's like I don't think we're honest at all. Like unless
Mm.
it's like with our friends, like during, after, before. I don't. But honestly, I also feel like a lot of women don't explore their bodies either. Like we weren't really taught that masturbation is okay or
Mhm.
watching porn is okay. And guys do this on a daily. They talk about it. They masturbate probably multiple times a day,
And
especially
it's
when
not
they're
fun
tired.
Yeah,
today.
it's true.
So I don't think we actually know. Like we don't know.
And then
Yeah.
we leave it up to them and they be guessing. So it'd be
Oh, they
L.
be guessing. Shooting
I don't even
blanks.
know where it's at in the first place. You gotta help them find it half the time.
Oh, child.
Every time I'm looking for the plug without the light on, I'd be like, is this how they feel? Who am I to be upset?
Oh my god, this was first of all, I don't know if you guys are up for this, and I need you to come back and we need to do this like again. I want a whole show
Because
because this is amazing. First of all, what you have here is an absolute gem, and I know from what I had, this was amazing. So I just want to give you kudos for even taking an idea, running with it, executing it, and doing it with excellence. This is really good and you should be very proud of yourselves. I want either anyone to take just a second. Please tell, and you know, before I even go there, I just want the holidays are coming up, guys. So if you want, I would definitely, your family's going to be getting together. Your friends are going to be having your friendsgivings and your gift exchanges. This is the perfect way to get everybody together. And if you have virtual events, you could totally do this on, virtually as well. I mean, we're literally all in 4 different states right now, and I feel like they're in the room with me. So keep that in mind as they share how you can keep in touch, number one, with the business, how you can purchase your Spill It game, and where you can find them on social media. And of course, I'll be listing all of this down. So if you're driving, you do not have to write this down. You'll be able to click the link in the bio as well. But go ahead, let us know how we can purchase, keep in touch, and reach out.
Okay, well, thank you, Jen, for having us on this podcast. And we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves as well. You guys can follow us at Spill It Card Game on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. That is our at name everywhere at Spill It Card Game. It's also the name of our website, so www.spillitcardgame.com, where you can purchase our game. And we love reviews. We love seeing how your game night was. So DM us, leave a review on our website. Let us know how your gameplay was. Tag us in your unboxing. We love to see people interacting and know that you purchased the game. The holidays are coming up, so it's a time for family and friends, like you said, to get together. We will be having new decks coming soon, so please follow our pages for important announcements coming up, and subscribe to our email list because we have a lot of great things in store. And this is just one of many decks that we'll be coming out with. So this is wine night, but we're gonna have one for every occasion that you can think of, that you can gather your family, your friends, your coworkers, anywhere and have a good conversation. And yeah, so we're excited for you to get to know us, and we're excited to announce what we have going on next.
This was everything to me. This was probably the juiciest episode I've ever recorded. Yeah, this is you'll be episode 23, and so yeah,
It's
this was juicy.
juicy. It,
Yeah,
it
it's
gets
very
juicy. And we
yeah.
went through
That's
like maybe 5 questions.
yeah. We you have to come back. You kind of have no choice. Yeah. Okay. You that'll do it for today's episode. I thank you so much for joining me today and every Monday. Don't forget, if you share that you're listening to any episode of the Genuine Life podcast, don't forget to tag me on IG, and I'll be sure to show you some love. And if sharing isn't your thing, although I'm not quite sure why it isn't, that's cool. Go ahead and just take a second to rate and or leave a review so that I can get more genuine lifers to the top of this page, and so that they can listen to this absolutely hilarious episode. And if you're interested in more episodes like this, exclusive bonus content, early access to special episodes, and networking with other genuine lifers, consider becoming an official member on Patreon. I look forward to seeing you there. And until next week, friends, remember to stay encouraged, make sure you journal, and finally, you are amazing. Toodles.